So beautiful people, I'm scoping at remodel. I see they have a lot of the remodel items mixed in with just the regular Dollar General clearance items. Like this is one of the remodel items. It's scanning at 67 cents. This is one. None of this stuff is. So I'm gonna go in and see what I can find because I don't want any of this stuff at all. All of this is remodel stuff. It'll be a penny. And a lot of these socks, I'll check these out and see what's what. And then you have a big bin of birthday items down here. Party supplies. I came in here because this store, like I said, is remodeling. It's so nice and cool in here. Look, 70% off. Going. The stools and things are still there, the hampers. And I'm just gonna say, these stores, when they're marking things 70% off, you guys, if it's something that you really want, I recommend getting here day one. The store hits the remodel list on a Sunday is my suggestion. Apple core. And just so you guys know, those two items were actually showing. This is the large mesh strainer. Now, if you guys was actually showing out of stock in the app, if you guys have difficulty calculating 70% off, the easiest way to do it. That's $8. 8 times 7 is 56. $8 minus $5.60 will give you $2.40. That's what that would cost. Ooh, look what I found. Yeah, the pans are 70% off. I won't buy any of this stuff, you guys, at 70% off because I have enough of it at a penny. There are some items I will buy at 70% off. I'm just not going to leave it. And for the most part, it's paper products. So I'm going to scoot around here and see what paper products they might have in this store. So the toys are going at this store. I've already checked a lot of them. This is going. And the Incredible Hulk. I just noticed something. This is shaped like an egg because it's Bluey's Easter. See the little Easter eggs on it? So this is a penny because Easter has already pennied. So this is what's left of the as seen on TV section. See, you guys, this is why sometimes you really need to come in the store. Now, I've been getting this twine for a penny, 300 feet. I didn't realize it was $3.75 each. So, you know, I scanned it just to check, and it's one set 113, but it's showing out of stock. Let me get on with what I came here for. These Viva paper towels, the 3 equal 5. They're a penny in now. These are full price at this store. And see, you guys, here's something else that's showing out of stock in the app. But you see, there are plenty of these hanging here. So once again, I'll beat a dead horse. Don't trust the inventory in the app. So you guys, these are also penny in the 2 equal 6 Bounty Essential Triple Roll. Here's the UPC code for this. We have a 50 cents off coupon, so they're 70% off now, $1.50 for 6 rolls of paper towels. 2 equals 6 rolls. And with a 50-cent off coupon, they'll be $1. So guys, I see none of this is marked, and all of this is 70% off. Sparkling Mandarin Musk. And don't forget, you can always lift these up, and all your UPC codes are right under here. And if you don't see the items, okay, sometimes it's hard to scan those wands, eyeliners, and things like that. But just go ahead and lift that up, and make sure you put the paper back if it comes out. Oh, put it back the way you found it, you guys. I'm going to check some of this Believe stuff because I heard the cashier saying that's a penny, that's a penny. So we'll see if I can find any more leftover pennies. Here's another item, you guys. It's $12.95 regular price. So at 70% off, it's $3.89. You guys saw the Bismuth, the DG brand of Pepto-Bismol. And that's some cool gel, but it's gone. I'll probably get all that magnesium citrate because it's only 60 cents. And here's another item that's just sitting here in the wrong section. It's currently $1.27, but it too is 70% off. Oh wow. Okay, now we're talking. We have some DG80 gel tabs, migraine relief, 70% off. 8-hour 50 count tablets, acetaminophen, extended release, 70% off. Look at the expiration date, March of 2025. And see, they'll try not to sell that to you if it's a penny, but they'll sell it to you right now, regular price. Because of the expiration date, you guys know they don't have to sell you and should not and are not supposed to sell you food and medication that has expired. Okay, they have the small and the mediums, 70% off. These are 70%, and these, and we have some coupons for these, so I'm going to take my time and go through these and check my Ibotta rebates. So you guys, I'm over here checking out this section, and I see this. Now we know how long ago Christmas penny. So this is a penny. I'll take it. I am rolling coupons. They're showing 4 of those in stock, but 4 there. There's 1 there. There's no telling where there are other ones around the store. Party section is going in the store. That's a pretty napkin for Mother's Day. it would be 60 cents. It is pretty. That is pretty. It'd be nice to have a little party for my mom's birthday. But I know she's gonna cancel again. So these smiley faces would be 30 cents because they're 70% off. And once again, you guys, I just want to say, you're spending your money. I don't care what other content creators say. Half of them, the motivation is not for you to leave it there and get it for a penny. It's for you to leave it there for them to get it for a penny. And I said what I said because I have been in these backroom conversations, and the reason I'm no longer in them is by choice. I don't want to be there. I never liked what went down. The shadiness, the crookedness, that's not who I am. Because if it's all that serious that you have to cut the throat, lie, and be crooked to the ones who are paying you monthly, then make some more money already. Get a better job, invest more. But I just find that wrong on so many levels to take somebody's money and still cut them off at the knees at the same time. Seems a little fraudulent to me. These are nice. I don't typically go after party supplies anymore. I have all of these UPC codes and items, and I'm going to get out of this store because I have contractors coming tomorrow. I like that purple. That crinkle stuff. So this store is pretty well tagged. You guys know I don't need any of that and don't want any. It used to be a good time when those went. Alright, I'm getting out of here. So you guys, I had to just eliminate the background noise because the music was so terribly loud. I did find one more seat cushion, chair pad when I first came in, but that was it. I scanned all the other ones and none of them, was a penny. There was a printed toss pillow that was showing in my app for a penny, but I never found it. The store, it looks the same from the way it was set up initially. They just have a lot of different things. And I mean, even with the cooking in the kitchen area, kitchen utensil area, the equipment, I saw a lot of stuff up top, but I was not going to try to pull down all those pans. Some things I recognized right off the bat. Some things I had to scan, like this pancake griddle. It was a penny, and that was a good find. I can't even believe that they're like $17 and $18 in some stores now. Now, I did see that twine. I remember that from looking at it before the store remodeled and just being used to getting it. And, all but one ball was still there from the initial walkthrough. And just another tip for all those who are new, welcome to my channel. Sometimes when you can't see up high, use your camera or just open up like you're going to scan a barcode and you can look through that on your phone to see what's up top. These flat graters were a penny, and so were the potato mashers. You guys spot the penny? Don't forget, some of the items that are holding some of the non-penny items can very well be a penny, and this was a penny as well. Too bad this wasn't one of the stores that this jar was regular price, but too bad this wasn't one of the stores where the mason jars had penny. All of these insoles were a penny. A lot of these boxes that I wanted to search and go through, I left them because they were just too heavy for me to get down. And I didn't get to this store till, oh goodness gracious, about 8:30 at night. But the insoles for the most part was all that I found in here. And I do remember the paper shreds, or crinkle is what we like to call it sometimes, for the gift baskets. I instinctively wanted to scan gift bags, but there were so many missing and I didn't recognize any. I did scan a couple, but with the shreds, only the ivory color shreds had actually penny, and the iridescent color. I was looking at this handle. I was debating on whether or not I wanted to check these little gift bags, but I checked these and no, they weren't a penny. But I noticed, I was looking at these, the regular paper bags. Some of you guys may remember I used some of these for trick-or-treat bags to sort candy. But I looked at the actual tag, and these said 6 count, and the label said a 2 count. So the label on the shelf, but we know, don't ever rely on totally just scanning the label on the shelves, because they're old labels. So they didn't match. So I scanned them and they were penny. And the same difference with the white bags. They were 6 count bags and the labels were showing for a 2 count. So I know they weren't in the right spot. Just to give you guys a little insight on some of the things to look for if you're new to penny shopping. And I basically was there were other shoppers, but they weren't penny shopping. They just were shoppers coming in. I guess they live locally because the store had been closed and just reopened with the remodel. But there was quite a bit of bags here. These are nice little bags for somebody who maybe make lollipops or some type of craft to use in their small business, perhaps. And when I did check the other ones up top, some of them were 6 count, but some of them were just loose and didn't even have the wrapping around them, and they were smaller. So instead of just putting them together and asking to have them, I just, me, I gotta drop something when I'm in the store. I just went ahead and just left them there. So I just stuck them back up top where I found them. But yeah, I see that. I mean, they did pack up quite a bit. I can't say what they packed up or what they actually sold, with a lot, since the store was so very well tagged. But the bags that I scanned were ringing up full price. I see more shreds up here. The red ones didn't penny at all, but the ivory ones did. And even though some of the bags were open, I'll just use my sealer at home and reseal them. I almost missed all these over here, these shreds. Too bad this wasn't a store with laundry detergent going, because good Lord, you see it loaded all up top. I did get quite a bit of shreds. And I know there's a local basket maker. I want to say Miss Wanda. So let me know if you want to talk about taking these shreds off my hand, darling. I found some party favors, and look, it was Tuesday that I was in this store. Graduation had penny, and once again, just pennies just sitting around. And even though graduations, like high school graduations, are over, we still have people who may be graduating from college later on in the year. And even sometimes the kids, when they do their little kindergarten graduations and things like that. But even if you don't need the balloon, it's not a bad idea to just pop the balloon out and use the stick for another occasion or another hack. But I did notice more graduation balloons around. But since they're here and I'm here, might as well take them, because we don't want to forget our trade schools and different daycare center little graduations as well. So you guys, I scooted on back over to the feminine hygiene aisle, and look at those pretty pennies up there, those U by Kotex. I didn't see any incontinence that was going in this section.
100.
It was, oh, I'm sorry, it was how much originally?
$400.
And I paid 84 cents, right? Cameron's in shock, you guys. This is the first time he ever rang up these pennies. But hey, it's you might see me tomorrow, because there's a lot in there. I was here when the frozen food went 70% off. That's what I was telling you.
I missed that.
Yeah, I was telling your co-worker that we were talking about getting that ground beef and canning it in mason jars. But I tell you what, you got a lot of stores. I appreciate you. Will they let me give you a tip or something for helping me? All right, I appreciate you. You want some of these insoles or something? You sure? Have a blessed night. Thank you. So you guys, I'm back in the store that I was in last night. I didn't even realize it was 10 o'clock and the store was closing. So I brought my stool today because I see more pennies up there. You guys, look at all of that up there. That's pennies. So you guys, I talked to the employee, and she asked the manager, because I wanted to be respectful, and asked her if it's all right if I stand on my stool, and she said, you know, she'll get in trouble. So I don't want to get anybody in trouble. I'm just gonna put my stool away, and that way I'll have to find another means to get it. I asked them if they minded that I took stuff off the top shelf, and they said no. So I'm gonna go through this box. I have been finding this stuff, and oh, I got distracted when I asked her. I forgot to get down here and get the other magnesium citrate. I've been getting quite a bit of those lately. Does that mean I'm full of it? But yeah, let me go through all this medicine, because we know medicine is expensive. There's another item, you guys. This vaginal suppositories. That's a penny. Okay, you guys, so I took this box down, and right away I see some of my 45 count penny Vapor Cool cough drops. Okay, you guys, so this is what I have this morning. I'm not going to stay around here too long. Their DM is in the office. I'm going to check this section. None of this stuff penny, but this is part of the kitchen. So these salsa bowls, this is part of the kitchen stuff. So these salsa bowls, I'll double check, but I'm quite sure I remember them being a penny. I'll just look around here for a couple minutes and leave. So beautiful people, these are some of the items that I did get, and I'll follow up this one with a haul video, because I did double back and go retrace my steps and find a lot more other items. So which I was surprised, because I was looking right past it. But as always, beautiful people, I appreciate you watching and being here. Stay safe and be blessed.